Michael, hi. You've just completed your regular obesity drug prescriber survey. Could you give us a minute just to describe the methodology of that survey and what the changes were, survey on survey?
Sure. So we surveyed 100 prescribers in the US. They're of mixed background in terms of medical specialties. So some were cardiologists, some were primary care, etc. And 58 of those prescribers actually also participated in our survey that we did in August. So this is the third iteration of the survey. We asked 4 or 5 questions on a periodic basis, and 4 or 5 new ones as well.
Okay, and you mentioned in your research the increase in treatment duration. Now, could that affect forecasts for the size of the market in total terms? And who'd be some of the key beneficiaries for that?
Absolutely. So, I mean, we saw an increase in average treatment times of about 5 months per patient. So we're at stay times of about 40 weeks on average. That compares to about 35 weeks in our August survey. In terms of what that means to our forecasts, so updating our model alone just on that increase, that lengthened stay time, that would suggest about 5% upside to our 80 billion obesity sales forecast, and that's for 2030.
Okay, and then the final thing is, clearly the obesity drug story has been pretty embedded in the market now, and you can see that reflected in share prices. Um, where do prescribers see unmet need, and is the insurance coverage a risk to drug uptake?
Yeah, so I mean, insurance coverage is improving. It's key to uptake, and I think that's going to improve as we see treatment costs come down on the back of competition over the midterm. We also should see more benefits in comorbidity, so all of that should kind of fuel in insurance coverage. Supply is obviously an issue at the moment, and again, that's being addressed, albeit gradually. But in terms of what the prescribers called out as unmet need, so tolerability is one, GI side effects associated with these GLP-1 drugs. The other would be the need for kind of weight maintenance, and then also I think the obesity, the weight loss bar in obesity is going to continue to rise. Not everyone's going to need, say, a 25% weight cut, which is what we're expecting over the midterm. So a lot of the focus is going to be on the quality of weight loss. So how much lean muscle mass is lost versus fat mass loss. And there are drugs in the pipeline that could potentially offer an improved quality of weight loss. So amylin, for example, GLP-1s in combination with anti-myostatin drugs. So these are drugs that are being developed by the likes of Zealand, AstraZeneca, Regeneron, and other drug makers out there as well.
Oh, that's great. Well, thanks very much for the insights from this survey, and I'm sure there's much more to come from you in the future. Thank you, Mikey.
Yeah, thanks.